Hey everybody, Prepper for the Ages coming at you from my primary location. How you doing tonight? Big shout out to Martin Midlife Misadventures for the wonderful shout out the other night. Very much appreciated. You guys had a great live stream. I was going to get on and do a video, but I saw you guys were live streaming, so I watched the live stream, and it was very good information. And yes, I'm gonna go to the local thrift store and see if they have any candle holders, because that's what I need next in my preps. Okay, so without further ado, let's get to at least my 2022 big reveals. This channel is about prepping as regards to the elderly and the differently abled, and right now I'm going to talk about money for the 2022 year. I have three categories. I have big reveals, upcoming stock market crash, and too big to fail / redistribution of wealth. So without any further ado, let's get to it. Big reveal number one, on rampant unchecked insider trading. Like, we already know there's rampant unchecked insider trading, and nothing that you or I or anybody else that's either retiring or retired can do to get in on the insider trading. And there's so much that the people that are supposed to regulate it are totally overwhelmed, and that will become a big thing. Big to do this year. Second big to do this year, big reveal this year, is how big the 401k undisclosed fees are. These are the fees that you don't know about that are in there and then written in the gobbledygook that they sent you in the pamphlet that references other things, When it gets too complex, the undisclosed fees are pretty big. And also how the investment banks are only selling people in the 401k their own portfolios, because you know if they put them together and manage them, hey, that's more profit in their book. So they're getting you twice if you have a 401k with a ton of undisclosed fees and their own portfolios. And even if you lose, they'll take out the fees, because it is such a gamble these days, and it is a stock market gamble. And some people say that there are no laws against sucking 70% profit out of undisclosed fees, and there are no laws against sucking 70% out of your 401k and your pension from your profits. So you'll get 30% of your profit, they'll get 70% of your profit, and they'll say what a great job they did. So that'll come out more. We're getting more into the, everybody's had a nice feeling that something is wrong, and this is just sticking a pin in some of the things. And 4 on big reveals is victim blaming the investor, victim blaming the pension owner, victim blaming the 401k person, victim blaming the person who's not insider trading, and it's just business, because there's no laws against that. Okay, the second one I have here is upcoming stock market crash. I predict, and you'll probably agree with me, there will be no CEO firings from banks or investment firms. Stock market crashes, they've oversold stuff, they've taken the gamble with everybody else's money and lost. They're not going to be fired. They're not going to be touched. They're going to go, oh, we need you to put everything back together again. Oh, and there will also be no cap on maximum executive compensation. Isn't that great? Isn't that wonderful? Because, they all go to dinner with each other, and, these people, and I call them kind of Dunning-Kruger people, all think that they have the answer. Well, if they had the answer, then the stock market wouldn't crash and their investment in banks wouldn't be going under. It was, the bullet point here is everything they do will be to the benefit of the wealthy. And that's how it was in 1929. That's how it was with the Enron crash. Everything they do will be the benefit of the wealthy. We had the 2008 stock market crash and the recession. They're still giving out quantitative easing from 2008, which is a really bad sign because it's 2021 now. Oops, going into 2022. And nothing they will do will be to benefit the lower and middle classes. Yes, that also happened in 1929. Nothing they did was helping the lower class and the middle class. There was the one push, and that was it. But everything went to the bankers and to the corporations and whatnot, and almost nothing was done for you and me. Okay, and so the the third one is too big to fail. Corporate bailouts will be the norm. It'll be corporate bailouts. You still won't see it. Oh, and when the stock market crashes, it won't be a housing crash, because everyone, let's see, in 2008, they bundled together all of these mortgages that were unsustainable. Well, this one is going to be a corporate crash, because we had too many unicorn corporations keeping borrowing money to stay afloat. And I think in 2008, I think President Obama had his people find out that, some banks at the end were borrowing billions of dollars from the Fed each day, billions, and one of them was $1 trillion one day, just to stay afloat, just to keep their books running for one more day. So yes, we will see corporate bailouts be the norm. Let's see, and let's see, a redistribution of wealth. Yes. Now let's say just look back at Greece, in order to get out and to save itself, took 20% out of everyone's bank accounts, the regular citizens' bank accounts. They took 20% off the top. And if you think they can't do that here, not only isn't there a law that prevents that, there is also, I think there's, it's an international agreement, if things get bad enough, that individual countries can take 20% off the regular Joe's bank accounts, and that will be big. That'll be a really big thing. But I think that's what is on my mind for 2022. There were other things, but this is a lot of the things that I have been looking at and researching. And I do my work during the day, and I listen to educational stuff in the background. So let me put down in the description, let me put some links to some of the things I've been watching and looking at to support my theories and to support what I'm thinking on 2022. And if it doesn't happen in 2022, I think it's going to happen in 2022, because they can't sustain this. Something's going to happen and to trigger this, because it's already snowballing, it's already happening. But when it's too big to keep under wraps, then they'll start talking about it. And they've already kind of started talking about it in the Build Back Better, how much trouble we're in. So we'll see what happens. Okay, all right. I hope this amused you. New Year's coming up pretty quick, so we shall see what happens in the next 12 months. Okay, Barbara for the Ages, signing out for now.